what kept shocking me here is like I was like, this is a borderline Iron Maiden song.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you are in. I'm HalfLifeSistah, and this is my hubby Wolfgang.
To everybody.
Welcome to my channel and to another episode of Sister No Wolf Reaction. We're back with another patron request by AJ from Australia. Hi, Sunshine.
What's up, AJ? Thank you for the support.
Yes, baby. Thank you so much for the love and support.
Tier 4 priority.
Yes! Tier 4 priority indeed.
Going old school.
I was so excited when he said that he's going to be giving us Deep Purple, because I heard one Deep Purple song before.
Yeah, we did a throwback on that one.
Yes, and baby.
Someone played on
You
your Twitch
guys should
stream.
know by now, yes, that I love retro, sounding kind of music. So when he said Deep Purple, I'm like, yes.
That's why you
I'm
love
excited.
Pink Floyd so much. That's why you love all those old school bands.
Exactly.
But you're a throwback girl. You love the 70s.
That is true.
That is your favorite era, for those who don't know.
That is very true. Yeah, 70s is my era.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, though, because a lot of the heavy metal songs I've heard that are from the 70s, because usually on Throwback Thursdays when I'm streaming live on Twitch, they play older songs. And even the older songs from the 70s I like a lot, you know? So there's something about the 70s sound and
That's your
feel
sensibility, for sure.
that just feels like it's home for me. So yeah.
All right. Well, I got to do full disclosure as always, guys. I only know from Deep Purple what I hear on the radio. I've never listened to their whole discography. Okay. In the 60s and 70s, they were coming up. In the 70s, I think, is when they got into their kind of hard rockish phase, psychedelic rock and things like that.
Gotcha.
But you certainly know of Deep Purple. The stuff you've heard on the radio, Smoke on the Water.
I think so.
Right,
Smoke on the Water, I think.
It's one of the classic riffs, and you hear it all the time. But this wasn't my era, guys. You know, obviously I was, born in the 70s, but I was a wee child. It was the 80s that I had my musical revolution, and I heard what was on Deep Purple, but I didn't hear anything that caused me to explore their library. So obviously, gotcha. I'm not saying I am or am not a fan of their music. I just don't know it. So I could very well be listening to the song for the first time as well.
Okay, that's cool.
I won't know that until I actually start listening to it.
So you don't really know what to expect as far as their sound.
Yeah, I mean, they're again one of the UK bands. It's insane what the UK did to music.
Right?
It's insane.
I mean, really though.
What they took from American blues and what they did with it is utterly insane. We have them awesome. To thank for just about everything.
They're amazing.
Not only did they create great music, but they influenced the people who went on to create great music. And it's just an amazing hand, just from one particular location, how much stuff came out of it. It's kind of insane when you think about it.
Right.
So, these are the bands you know of. There's still plenty of bands. We even got some requests I noticed on that from some other new, less known new wave of British metal guys and stuff. People you've never even heard of. One thing I do remember is they actually, I think they're in the Guinness Book of World Records as having the loudest concert on the planet.
Really? Ooh. Okay.
Time, you'll see the line that's drawn between good and bad. See the blind man shooting at the world, bullets flying, taking toll. If you've been bad, oh Lord, I bet you have. And you've not been close your eyes. Oh, bow your head. Wait for a ricochet.
Sort of a style.
Oh, wow. I like this. I love this. Ooh.
the drugs started kicking in at the end there.
Oh, so juicy, so good. Oh my God. Okay, this was massive. This was wow. This was honestly beyond what I expected. Oh, babe, how do you feel?
I have a lot to say, so go ahead.
A lot to unpack?
Yeah, say everything you need to say.
You do it
because,
first. Go ahead. Clean my eyes. Wow.
I'm a little shook right now.
Really,
I'm pulling
babe?
up the wiki while we're watching this so I could read through it to see what the hell is going on here because
What? What?
again, I didn't speak much about them at the beginning of this reaction because again, I didn't know very much about them. Just a band I hear on the radio.
Right.
And I was not expecting this at all. This is, I know enough about Led Zeppelin, and I've heard a good chunk of their music to understand why some people can claim that they've had an influence on metal, right?
Right.
Because a lot of their music is nowhere near metal or anything like it.
Right.
But then every once in a while they'll have something, they'll have something that is metal.
Right.
This was what kept shocking me here is like I was like this is a borderline Iron Maiden song. There's a certain essence there because obviously the majority of this is not guitar, it's a damn organ, right? But it's the tone of the song, it's the way the organ is being played, and it's the way things kick in. I'm just, I know Iron Maiden well enough to know when I hear an Iron Maiden song, and I'm hearing direct influences from this song in particular that I've heard Iron Maiden use.
Okay.
Specifically.
They're all influenced, like you said.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think Deep Purple was one of them. Like, I heard it, but I didn't, understand it. Because, again, I never heard their discography. So, the stuff they play on the radio is, it's nice, it's rockish or whatever, but it's nothing like this. This is head over heels better than anything I've ever heard from Deep Purple.
Okay.
And it's making me look at them in a completely different way. And now I'm looking at different lineups, and I see Roger Glover, I see Richie Blackmore. You know these names.
I know that name, Roger Glover.
Yeah, and Richie Blackmore. Richie Blackmore from Rainbow, right?
Oh!
So you know these guys. You reacted to Roger Glover, and you reacted to when Dio was with them. Yeah.
All We Need Is Love.
I see associated acts. I see Ronnie. I see so much going on in this band and all these lineup changes. I see David Coverdale pop up, which was with Whitesnake. I don't know if you know that song, In the Still of the Night. In the Still of the Night, it had his wife dancing on a car.
Oh, babe, sorry.
Oh my God, that's the most reaction-worthy song of all time.
Really?
If you haven't heard it, it's an amazing song.
Okay.
They were put in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2016. This is. I'm shook, guys. I'm shook.
I'm glad.
That was.
This is not usual. You guys should know.
That was a phenomenal classic rock song. It had that 70s aesthetic.
Yes.
And the sack on him to sing that high. I was not expecting him to go up there.
This exceeded my expectations. It was melodic. It had the nice edge. His voice. His voice. I mean, he's got layers, I love the way his vibrato is with his voice, his vocals, the way he sang it, and I mean how he holds it and how he adjusts it accordingly. He's awesome. I think he is.
While you're talking, I'm pulling up the singer. I want to see who it was. The lineup for this particular album was Ian Gillan, who was the singer, but then you've got Richie Blackmore on the guitar, you got the Roger Glover on the bass, you got John Lord on organ, and Ian Pace on drums. So had I looked at this lineup beforehand, I would have maybe been better prepared for what I just heard.
It's a good thing you did
But
it.
wow. I still, it goes to show you, no matter how much you learn, there's still always something more to learn. And like I said, I didn't grow up in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and Deep Purple was just something I heard on the radio, but I never really dug into their stuff. I made the same mistake with Deep Purple that I made with Judas Priest, in that I judged them based on what was played on the radio, and I never actually listened to the stuff they did on the albums because I never got the albums. So another problem or a misstep that will slowly be corrected, because
Awesome. I love that.
I see things much more clearly now.
It's wonderful, babe. I love hearing you say those types of things.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I'll never look at Deep Purple the same again.
Oh, that's so cool. It was everything more than what I expected. AJ, thank you again for this beautiful song, and I'm hoping I get more from Deep Purple in the very near future. If you guys enjoyed this reaction video, please give us a thumbs up. Comment below. Do not leave without subscribing, but also do share our content as well.
And as always,
As always, keep it metal for everything. Love you guys. Love you, AJ.